Tourism in the Philippines began when the original inhabitants of the country roamed around in search for food. A more recognizable form of tourism appeared in the Philippines when the country was discovered by Ferdinand Magellan during the Galleon Trade. During the American occupation of the Philippines, Americans were able to reach Manila after 2 weeks on board Pan American Airways Air Clippers 1920s. The steamship and airline pioneers, China Clipper and Manila Clipper, brought passengers to Manila via Hong Kong. Few attractions and destinations in the Philippines. 1952, Philippine Tourist and Traveler Association (TET) was organized to put together all existing travel establishments serving international and domestic travelers. Board of Travel and Tourist Industry (BD) was organized to regulate, supervise and control the tourist industry and to subsidize the as its promotional arm. Late 1950, more hotels and restaurants and entertainment facilities were established. Early tourism associations in the Philippines. 1960-1970, social, economic, political crisis, which hindered the development and promotion of tourism. 1972, after the declaration of martial law, that the tourism prospered. Safety of the tourists. Better services. Better sanitation facilities. More financial support from the government. Vigorous cooperation of the private sector. A well-recognized Philippine historian, Teodoro A. Agoncillo, mentioned in his book, History of the Filipino People, that hospitality and most Filipino traits were acquired from the Malayan traditions. The Malays, led by the sovereignty of the Datu, were known as the first to migrate and inhabit the southern regions of the country. Long before Ferdinand Magellan discovered the Philippines, the most common misconception of the Filipino hospitality is the thought that Filipinos are putting their guests, particularly the foreigners, up on the pedestal because of inferiority and servility. The best example of this was when the Spaniards first stepped foot on the country. In the contrary, the truth behind Filipino hospitality is the thought that no guest or visitor should get harm under one's roof as Filipinos values the utmost loyalty of a friend to the extent that friends are treated as family. Filipino hospitality knows no bounds, whether you're a foreigner or a fellow Filipino, in being sensitive to the needs of the house guest knows no socio-economic status.